Zach, what's the word on him?
Yeah, don't get this guy confused with Justin Bieber. This guy's Shane Bieber from the right side, and there isn't really anything he can't do on the mound. Big, strong, overhand curveball, to go along with that 94 to 96 mile-an-hour fastball. A changeup that he'll throw on both sides of the plate. A complete power pitcher. This guy isn't a thrower. He's a pitcher.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Kyle Tucker is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope,
that's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. The 1-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. For his career in this matchup, he's just 1 for 6. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's wide, 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
That occurred.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. In there, a base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 6. Here's the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Here's the 3-0. Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
3-1. Here it is.
We got a full count.
Gets him to swing and miss at the knuckle curve, and it's full now. 3-2. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Now into the box, Miles Straw. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2-0.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the Astros from the opening bell will have to deal with a real threat on the base paths.
Batting second.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Ahmed Rosario is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. A runner at first with no outs here. Got him.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Ramirez.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez.
Ball 1.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCormick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And a dive, but he's back. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Indians leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
2-1. That's ball 3.
Chas McCormick waits on deck. And the count will be full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Once again, a 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, Dero. 8-pitch at bat. Finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him. Not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
To the plate now, Chas McCormick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. The 1-1. Strike two swinging.
1-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Here comes the 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Naylor camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1-1 to Jason Castro. No score here as we play inning number 2. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Still even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 left for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Josh Naylor, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Bregman stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting 5th. The left fielder.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
In now, Harold Ramirez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Batting it.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box now, Roberto Perez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
The set and the 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Skied down the left field line. He can't track it down as this ball falls. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Batting ninth. The second baseman.
And the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. It's 1-2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The set and the 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Men on third with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different...
Ouch, that one hit him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Miles Straw. He collected a base hit his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Ball and strike. Ready with the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Diaz picks it up. Onto Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. But But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Kyle Tucker, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. He singled in his first AB. And the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Line drive to center field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already. And there are 2 gone in the inning.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
To the plate next will be Jose Altuve. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back to Progressive Field in just a moment. Bottom of the 3rd now, and stepping up is the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Verlander into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him to go down swinging there. Ahmed Rosario retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez flew out in his only at-bat so far. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McCown.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Franmil Reyes. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
That's a ball.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Fouled off. Ball 2.
That's inside.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. We're back to Progressive Field after this. the start of the fourth. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
At the plate now, Chas McCormick. Ball one to start the at-bat. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. 3-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
At the plate, Aledmys Diaz. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
In now, Jason Castro. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
Ball
Lays
two.
off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked
Two
it
balls,
back to 2-2.
strikes.
Here's the 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're back to Progressive Field in just a moment. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And here comes the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh
Verlander into his motion. Here it
Naylor.
comes.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball that's outside.
And a swing and a
All right,
miss.
Cal,
Does that
2-2.
look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back, left fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Up next, Harold Ramirez struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on the way. Off the
Ball,
plate
that's
and
out.
away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
The count, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Two and two.
2-2 the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
So next to bat will be Bradley Zimmer. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
No
Count
offer
is
on
2
that
and
one.
1.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
The count is 3 and 1.
One run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he
That
looks at
pitch is in.
ball
Ball
4
4.
now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a
Number
2-out walk
55.
to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way from Verlander. In there, no balls and a strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
1-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready now is Kyle Tucker, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way.
That's out.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
So bases are empty with 1 gone. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Down.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. No runs on 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Back back up the middle and in for a base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the speed threat, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres.
Verlander sets his sights. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Lays off 2-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box, Miles Strong. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Two pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch. Down the third baseline. Gets dirty and gloves it. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Man, I love this play. It makes me miss playing third base right here. He smothered it with the dive, and I love how fast he got to his feet, set his shoulders, and threw an absolute bullet across the diamond.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And that misses 2 and 2. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Indians go down 1, 2, 3. They lead it 1-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the imposing power bat, Yordan Alvarez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Fastball called for strike 2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning.
Up next to the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Two and 0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 and 1 after the foul ball there. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2 and 2 now. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2 and 2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the AB now. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. In his career, Bregman has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So stepping in is Chas McCormick, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And he fouls this one off. Strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Astros leave one. They trail this one 1-0. So now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Jose Ramirez.
Verlander gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
2-0.
Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Randy Reyes.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Well,
And
that's
turn
off
to
the
the
plate.
slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Gabe Spire, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Gabe Spire.
Now that brings up Josh Naylor. Popped him up. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're on top 1-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box now, Jason Castro. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
To the plate now, Kyle Tucker. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. It remains 1-0. And stepping in, Harold Ramirez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Harold Ramirez.
First delivery to him. Center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
1 out now for the Indians in their 7th. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Aye.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball,
1 out,
strike.
nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count is 1.
Yeah,
and 2.
he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Protecting with 2 strikes. 1 out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Next up is Roberto Perez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And a Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Andres Jimenez is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ball 2.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the
2
zone.
balls, no strike.
Now this is popped up. Room, however, behind the plate for Castro. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Indians 1 and the Astros nothing. James Karinchak has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 99, Jay Karinchak.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Number 10,
Now here's the pitch.
1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 2-1 home. Hit down the line at first. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter. He was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Michael Brantley. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0.
2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Number 6.
At the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Runners off for second. Strike taken to throw. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Now running at second base, number 6, Jake Meyers.
The 2-2. That's a fair ball, line to the right side. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Standing in now, Jose Altuve. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. 1-0 delivery. Now it's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up is Zimmer. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. They've taken a 2-run lead.
Now running at third base, number 26, Jose Siri.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition after score with only 6 outs to go.
Blake Parker gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 53, Blake Parker.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He grounded out last time up. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it. On to first, and there are two down.
Up next to the outfield, the center fielder, Chas McCormick.
Next, here is Chas McCormick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Here's the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Three runs already home here. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 3-1 Houston. Jake Myers will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 6.
Kendall Graveman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Houston, number 31, Kendall Graveman.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Miles Straw.
Number 7.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And this is swung on and foul tip straight back off the catcher's mask. And that cannot be a pleasant feeling. Now that's popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Stepping up is Ahmed Rosario. Flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
So now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here it comes. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Number 26 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Indians, number 26.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Aledmys Diaz.
He's set, and the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Stepping in once again is Jason Castro. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fouled off. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Now to bat, Kyle Tucker, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
Their count now at 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it on to first, and with it, that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Ryan Presley enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes.
Designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball.
He'll start him with a breaking
Count
ball.
1-0.
Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for
2-0.
ball 2. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And it's fouled away. Is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and the next to bat will be Josh Naylor. Stretch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And, folks, this ball game is tied. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Outside of a walk-off homer, it doesn't get any better than getting your boys right back into this one. They got a chance to win this with that one swing of the bat.
The right fielder, number 4. Bradley.
Stepping in now, Bradley Zimmer. Late square, and this is popped up. Castro able to make the play here, and there now are 2 away.
The catcher, number 55.
Now at the plate here is Roberto Perez. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 0-1 offering. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two out, nobody on. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Back on it is the left fielder. Ball game! A solo shot here to left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Indians used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Number 26 earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Astros, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.